Hey guys, welcome to a new video, and as always, these videos don't need much introduction because, well, I've got these things on my table. You're supposed to be starting your own music, and well, this might be the craziest QuinBoxed yet because, oh my god, this whole thing is filled up with tiny packages, and it's freaking heavy. So let's get to it. I don't know if it's all going to be one episode. Maybe this is going to be a rapid fire mega version of QuinBoxed or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, let's get to the packages. Right, so I guess we should start with this giant thing up top here. And I need to remember to not look at the screen, but at the camera. How long have I been doing this now? Am I not supposed to be a professional YouTuber now? I don't know. How does that work? There's tape stuck in here. Should have prepared this better. Anyway, I know what this is because, well, it can only be one thing that I ordered. So let's get right into that. Oh, there we go. Because I've been doing some tests with larger amounts of currents, I guess we'll say. And those require different connectors or different wire gauges, really, than you get, with standard crimping. So we have to get bigger tools. So this is a cutter for bigger size wires. So holy shit. Okay, that's quite a heavy duty. It's really weighty. And well, this is a crimper, but then instead of ferrules or cable connections or whatever, for copper lugs, and you can pull this apart. And I don't really know how it works yet, but you can put your cable in there of like 6mm square or 10mm square, or like 6 gauge or 8 gauge, or even smaller or bigger than that, and you can put in a lot of force because it works like that, and it has this lever action, so you can really squeeze that lug on there. Well, of course I haven't tested it yet because I just unboxed it. You were watching, but maybe some more content about that in the future. Would you like a cable termination video? I'm no expert at this, and I'll admit that this is the first time I bought a tool like this too. So yeah, anyway, that looks pretty nice. So on to the next. Yes, there's going to be a huge variety of packages in this QuinBoxed, so this is going to be something completely different than the previous package, because I think I know what's in here. And these are these are slippers. Or rather, we call them pantoffels. I don't know the English word for that, really. Maybe it's on here. Who knows? Oh, wow. Oh, well, okay. They call it a slipper, too. And, yeah, it's dark gray with some blue. And they feel nice and soft. They have a good sole on there. Anyway, I buy all my crap on Aliexpress, including these slippers. And I had cold feet one evening. I was like, I don't like cold feet, so I need slippers. These actually look pretty good. And these are size. What size are these? It doesn't actually say. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, maybe over here. 11 to 12D. Not sure what size that is. Well, I'll probably have an overlay here and, sizes and stuff like that. But these look like they'll fit, and they feel nice and fluffy, so that's good. Let's put those over there. I'm going to run out of space during this QuinBoxed. So yes, nondescript bag. Who would have imagined that? Hey. Okay, let's get in there. Let's not cop it. Oh, no. Nondescript bag has more bags inside. That's never good, because those bags still have my address. Not that that's a real secret anymore, but, okay. Well, we're going to move these to the side and deal with that later, because maybe we'll have more of those. Okay, so I can never order one of each thing, so probably know what's in here. Yep. It's more slippers, because, you know, one pair of something is like almost nothing, so you have to get 2 pairs. And, yeah, different brand, different sellers, you know. Ooh, these look nice too. And I often vary between shoes I only wear inside and I also wear outside, so I can use multiple pair. These are a bit different. Construction here doesn't look that great, although it's stitched through it, so should be fine. It's not meant to be watertight anyway. Actually, these feel pretty soft too. Oh my god. Oh, 46, 47. Yeah, I'm a size 46 European, so that looks about right. Cool. Well, more slippers. Not much to say about that. Let's hope there's not even more slippers in here. Oh, okay. Well, that's immediately obvious what's in here. It's heat shrink. I don't remember when I ordered this lot, but oh, I think I do. Yeah, for certain cable sizes, you know, for bigger cable sizes, I need a different heat shrink, and I like the double or triple walled with glue inside. And I also like having them in the same colors. So if you crimp on those lugs, you often finish it off with some heat shrink. And well, you need to have the right sizes for that. So that's what this is for. I remember already. Well, if we're talking about cables anyway, I know what's in here. Yeah, that's not going to work. Because I know I ordered cable too. And, well, let's see. I often collect these packages for quite a few weeks, so I try to have the corresponding packages for a certain project or something like that in the same video. And well, these are the cables I'm going to use those lugs on. So this is 6 gauge, and I'll try and overlay over here what that is in millimeters squared. Some more 6 gauge, because the black and red is separate, okay, and I guess some more 10 gauge, 5 meters of it. Cool. 10 gauge is a good in-between. It's not too big, but it's quite big, so it can handle a lot of current. We'll be doing lots of more current stuff later in the year, because, well, as you've guessed by now, I'm working on stuff, or at least I'm testing stuff, so, you know. I don't know what's in here. These might be cable lugs. Let's see. Oh, well, they're connectors at least. Oh, right, yeah. So part of the things I'm working, or I'm testing with rather, is also, well, normal-ish, more size cables. So you have these fork-style terminals, and you have these ring-style terminals. And I needed them of a certain size that I didn't have yet, because these have a diameter cable they'll fit, but they also have an opening for the ring or the fork, basically. And I had them in 4.5, I think, and not 5.5, or the other way around. So I needed the different version. So I ordered those, and, well, let's just keep going here. Nope. Oh, yes, more fuses. I've been testing the fuses we got in the previous episodes, and all of the colored ones I got so far, I mean, I haven't tested these yet, they've been really crappy. The black ones I got, those were really good. These I got like 30 amp fuses, and I ran like 90 amps through them for 10 minutes, and it still wouldn't blow. The black ones though, 90 amps on a 30 amp fuse, and it's gone. And that's how it's supposed to react. I mean, if you run 40 amps through a 30 amp, it'll take a bit longer. It should still go, but it'll take a bit longer. But yeah, 90 amps on a 30 amp fuse, well, that's not going to work. That's basically not fusing. So, right? Let's see what's in here. I don't know. There's so many packages here. What's this? Oh, we get some Chinese newspaper. Nice. What's in here? Nothing. Okay, so what is this? Oh, nice. I was looking for those. These are solid-state relay modules. So instead of having a physical clicky thing that moves, they're solid state, so, well, nothing moves, basically. Oh, okay, and this is a heatsink to go with it, because they aren't 100% efficient. I don't know how to attach this yet, but we'll figure... Oh, there we go. So there's screw holes here, and, they line up with the holes here, and then you can mount it to the heatsink, and especially when you're running a really high load through them, they're not 100% efficient, so you'll have to cool them at certain loads. I don't know which loads yet, but I wanted to test that. And so I got them. Let's look at... Interesting. I have no idea. Never mind. Okay. Yes. Okay. Nice. Needed those. Working on stuff, needed some standoff posts. That's it. Well, I guess I could talk about them. These are basically a certain size. So these are M3, and I think these are 40 millimeters and have a 6 millimeter screw on them. And same thing, M3, 10 millimeters long, 6 millimeter screw, and then, well, M2.5, you know. So they're standoff posts I'm trying out for certain scenarios. I need to move my camera a little bit. There we go. Okay, yes, package. Ooh, package. I always like getting packages. Oh, yes. Okay, so well, that's convenient. We just talked about these. This is just more of them from a different seller because it didn't have the right type. M2.5, 30 millimeters, and 6 millimeter screw. Okay, nice. Well, we're just going to keep on going here. It's going to be a bitch to edit, but, you know. Oh, nice. Okay. Some other stuff I needed. These are M5 screws, 10 millimeters long, and 12... I don't know what 12 is, but I think actually these are too long for the purpose I intend them for, but we'll see. We'll see. More of the same type fuses, because I'm testing this type of fuses for, I'm just going to keep calling it upcoming projects. Well, actually, I think in a live stream or in another stream, I already shared these testing boards I made. And, well, here you can see those black fuses I talked about. But, you know, those colored fuses are the same size. And I've been doing, you know, high amperage testing with different screw terminals and different configurations and board layouts and all kinds of other stuff in preparation for building something I might want to build later this year. Nothing concrete yet. Or nothing concrete to share yet. Well, you can never have too many screws. So, different size screws in different styles. So this has a different style head than these, for instance. And I think they're also different lengths. Yep. So 8 millimeters, 6 millimeters. Good, good, good. Well, let's go a bigger package here. No. Oh, yes, nice. These are wire ferrules, but then for slightly bigger sizes than I'm used to. So it should be on there. E16, I think that's the biggest. Yeah, E10 to 12. I think that's the gauges. No, that's not the gauges because 16 is very small. I don't know. I have to look that up. 409, 12. Yeah, so different size ferrules, but you know, for much bigger cable sizes, because, you know, as I keep saying, to do testing, because product design is less about, well, of course it's design, but often you figure out the design with certain components and how they interact and actually work. Because you can just think of something that you want, but you don't know if it's going to work or not, because it might get way too hot, or it might behave very differently than you want it to, even though you designed it that way. So I do a lot of testing, and from that testing, it influences how I actually design things and how the products end up. So I often get questions of, why did you do something this way? Or why doesn't the board have this kind of terminals or that kind of stuff? Or why don't you use barrel plugs and wire the screw terminals on a Dig Uno? Well, it's because I tested it, and the barrel plug and those connections get way too hot or start dropping way too much voltage. A barrel plug might be fine for 12 or 24 volts, 1 amp, but if you try running 10 amp 5 volt through it, you end up with 4 volt and a molten connector. So yeah, lots of testing and decisions because of that, because it changes my product designs. More cable, because we just have this vendor. Oh, wow, okay, it's cutting resistant. Oh, I went into the package. So what's this? Oh, 8 gauge. Okay, cool. So again, millimeter square will be down here somewhere, and silicone cable, because I just love silicone cable. If I use silicone cable for a while and then get a normal PVC one, I'm like, what is this kind of crap? Cool, 8 gauge. That's already quite hefty. Damn. Okay, let's put that there and continue. Yeah, cool. Okay. More screws, and also spacer rings, because I was fiddling with M5 and M6, so I got some M5 spacers and M6 spacers, or rings rather, and some screws, some more screws, different length. Although by now I already know that 12 for certain will be too long, 10 might be, and 6 might be okay. But yeah, lots of different size screws and different types, and, you know, testing. You guys, of course, think I just build one prototype and that's it. Then it just works, everything's great, all done. Yeah, I wish that was the case. But it's good testing, and I like testing, because it teaches you a lot of different things. Especially when stuff fails, you know, it actually teaches you more often than when it works. So, wow, this is really... okay, fancy packaging here. So these are cable lugs. But then they're not the crimp-on style, but they're the screw-on style. So this is also for 8 gauge. That's the same wire gauge as this cable. And in theory, you should be able to put it in here and then tighten this bolt. And that should bolten it down, and this can then go onto your terminal. Feels sturdy. I don't know if it's copper or whatever material it is, but I'll also measure resistance and how much it heats up and things like that. So if you don't want to invest in crimping material or equipment, these kind of screw-on connectors might be a viable solution for that, or not. I don't know. So yeah, more fuses, because, you know, testing. Okay, let's see what's in here. Ah, right, okay. I wanted to mount something to a PCB, but I needed a hole to mount a screw into. So these are M3 size screw-in holes, I guess I can call them. they're meant to be surface mount placed. So a pick and place should be able to place these, although there's no tape on here, so I don't know how. But there might be versions with tape on there. And then this goes onto your PCB and just basically solders into there, so that later during assembly, they can just screw in whatever needs to go in here. Been waiting a while on those. Cool, cool. Well, it's a test to do it that way. Don't know if I'm going to do it that way or with those, but yeah. Oh, yes. Something I was also looking forward to and needed. I want to do a live stream, I think, soon. Probably tomorrow. Not sure yet. Where we talk about different types of relays. So we just had the solid state relay here. And this is... nope, not opening. This is a different relay board, because this is a these are two 30 amp relays, but they should be 5-volt triggerable, and they're 30 amp AC, and I don't know what they're rated at. 30 volt DC. Maybe they're also 30 amp DC rated. I'm not sure. I think so. I'll have to look that up. But they have a nice optocoupler here, as you can see, and input terminals for the trigger wires and 5-volt power, and nice and really nice beefy terminals. And, well, you guys will know these, because I also use these on the Dig Quad nowadays, to attach your wires. And especially if you want to run 30 amps through them, you kind of need these kind of beefy terminals. And, well, all the ring terminals and stuff like that are going to come in handy there again to actually attach those wires. Okay, nice separation here. That's good. Yeah, that looks decent. Yeah, well, anyway, I want to do some testing with those. And then also compare, like, the 40 amp solid state relay with a 30 amp relay or mechanical relay, I guess I should say. Is this one? No, this is actually two packages. Oh, some chips. Well, I've been running out of certain chips to do my prototyping, and one of them is, I think these are CH340Cs. Yep, those are the USB-to-serial chips I use on my boards to be able to hook up a USB wire and then talk to the ESP32, or yeah, mostly an ESP32, over serial. Oh, those actually look genuine. So those are from Aliexpress, and you know, I'll use them when I need them. It's just to have stock, you know, before I run out completely. Oh, well, same deal. It doesn't say which these are, and these are really too small to be able to tell. They could actually even be testing for a certain part I want to test. So I don't know which one those are, but it's probably, you know, showing over here. Ooh, a pink package. Oh, and it's worth €4.12. Well, we'll see about that. No. Let's see what's in here. Oh, yes. Well, when doing testing, I go through. Well, yeah, I go through a lot of fuses. Let's just keep it at that. And I also like testing fuse vendors. Now, the fuses I got in the previous QuinBoxed, those have actually been doing really well. And all these look to be the same type, but probably different values. Yeah, these are 3 amp, 5 amp, so these are all lower values, I think. 2 amp, yep. 7.5, and 1 amp. Yeah, so these are all lower amp values. And, well, I'll test them, but as I said, I believe these are from the same vendor I already tested, and those should be good. But I ran out of low amperage fuses, basically, or low amperage rated fuses. So that's good. I can protect my, low current lines. Okay. Well, we're getting there. There's a few left. Let's go through them. Nope. Oh, yeah. Well, I hope these were in there. I figured they would be. So, you remember that crimper tool? These are the lugs that go with that. So these are copper lugs. And those, of course, come in different wire sizes and different hole sizes. But I think I got all 6, I think it's 6 millimeters hole sizes. And then different sizes for the different size wires. And then we also had the heat shrink in different sizes so that I can, shrink a heat shrink over the crimped lug. Cool. My table is filling up. So let's see what's in here. More of those PCB solderable standoff thingamabobs. So you solder it onto your PCB, and then you basically have a screw hole to screw a screw into. M3 is probably M2, M2.5. Cool. Okay. Well, there's one package left. It has air in it. What is? Oh, yes, I remember this. So, remember these? These are some pretty big ferrules, and my current crimping tool really can't handle those. So I got a different one, and this one is supposed to be able to handle. Well, it says it on here. 0.08 till 16 millimeter, or 28 gauge to 5 gauge. So, using these ferrules and this tool, I should be able to, for instance, cramp a ferrule. Yeah, okay, that's got pretty big. On that 8 gauge, for instance, where my current crimping tool, let me see where it is. Yeah. So if I open that one up, yeah, that's not going to fit, and then this one will easily fit. So I think this also has a nicer action in regards to how it moves the blades. Yeah, feels pretty sturdy. Well, I guess I can just put it in the drawer where it needs to go with the ferrules. Maybe I should do a tidying up stream, because I always make a mess. Okay, so there's two little packages left. One moment, please. I will need to... No, we'll just do the back. Can I do the back? Yeah, let's do the back. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to do it off camera. So look. There we go. Oh, interesting. Is this what I think it is? Adjustable LED strip controller, 5 volt to 12 volt, 16 amps. Yeah, I wonder about that. I'm always curious, and I like testing things. So I got one of those Athom pre-flashed WLED controllers. I don't think it says WLED on there. Oh, okay, there we go. We get a little card. Device user manual, Athom.Tech. Because I'm always, man enough to learn. So it's interesting to see how the competitors do it. So I thought, okay, let's get one. Okay, cool. They have the knowledge there from WLED and the Athom.Tech website. Cool. Yeah, so my first problem with this is 16 amps. I have a hard time believing that. Oh, I have a button. Cool. Because, well, how are you going to get wires in here that support 16 amps? But okay. Case isn't really greatly lined up, but I guess it'll work. Oh, they actually give you a screwdriver? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll, take this apart during a stream and look at it, or maybe I'll do that myself, or maybe I'll just jam the screwdriver in here and pry it open. I guess that should work. Because I was interested in this because there is a relay in here, and I looked at some pictures online, and it only says AC. So is this relay indeed 16 amp DC rated? Because this is DC going through here. There's no AC there. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a live stream and find out. I don't really want to bash on competitors. I just want to, test it and see for myself and analyze a PCB and see what they did. It's an okay product, I think, if you're using these wires. If you're not using these wires and actually expect it to do 16 amps, I've analyzed the PCB from shots online and stuff like that. I'm having a hard time believing it'll do that really well. I think it's glued down. Is it glued down or just held down? It's a tiny ESP8266 or an 8285, so it has integrated flash memory and stuff like that. But yeah, they have a buck regulator in there, so it'll do the 25 volt. Although the question then is, they say it'll also do 5 volt, but then again, will it really output 5 volt if you also input it 5 volt? Because then you kind of need a buck boost converter circuit for that. And well, I'm not sure this is a buck boost converter or they're using a charge pump. Or, as I said, I like analyzing, things and see how they do things, and maybe I can improve my own things. I mean, this comes in a case, mine doesn't, so that's the thing. And yeah, I just want to see if it can actually do what it says it can do, because that's interesting. Okay, enough about that. Enough about the competitors. We shouldn't talk about the competitors. No, I'm confident enough in the stuff I make that I can actually talk about competitors. And as I said, I didn't buy it to bash it. I bought it to analyze it and, look into it. So, second package. And last package, actually. Oh, more standoffs. It's nothing exciting. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, more standoffs to do a project I'm working on, which I hope to be able to share more of in the future. So, yeah, lots of different stuff. My desk is a giant pile of stuff now. And, where's my mouse? There we go. I thank you for watching another QuinBoxed. As always, even the competitor's LED controller will have affiliate links in the description. So if you're looking to pick one up, or any of the other crap, or one of my controllers, get my controllers. Now, get the controller that you like. Check out the description, maybe follow some of my links to the items, and if you do so or not, I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye-bye.